What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Alright, I got another video for you guys today. As you can tell, I got rank 1. This was qualifiers. Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but I mean rank 1 is rank 1. Went 10-0. I'm going to go over the exact setup that I use for FUT Champ qualifiers and the exact setup I'm going to use for actual FUT Champs. I conceded maybe like 6-7 goals the whole time. At the end of the video, I'll go over the packs, the rewards that I got or whatever. But anywho, this is the full tactic, like the full FUT Champ setup. I'm gonna use this exact team, unless I want to buy like Lacazette or something. Probably put Trossard on the wing. I'm not sure. But for the most part, this is how I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be using these exact tactics. The only one that I recommend changing will be the 4-2-2, and I'll go over that right now with you guys. Alright, so my main formation that I'm going to use this week, my go-to formation will be the 4-3-3. I really enjoy this formation a lot, this 4-3-3. It lets me play authentic football, and I don't have to really abuse the meta. I don't have to play so one-dimensional, like cut down the wings and stuff like that. I don't have to do any of that. I can literally play my style, which is kind of tiki-taka play, doing a lot of passes, doing a lot of like through ball, stuff like that, do 1-2s, stuff like that. So I'll be using the 4-3-3. That's gonna be my go-to formation this week. If you don't like the 4-3-3, then replace it with the 4-2-2 or my 4-2-3-1 from last week. I'll go over the 4-2-2 in a little bit. My comeback formation, if you don't like the 4-3, or if I can't score with the 4-3-3, if I can't break them down, which I didn't have to all FUT Champ qualifiers, by the way, but if just in case I can't break them down with the 4-3-3 and I need 2 strikers, I'm going to go to the 4-4-2. Not the second variation, not the one with the CDMs, but the more attacking, more aggressive variation with the 2 center mids. That's what I'm going to be using, which I posted a video over that when I went in depth earlier this week. 4-3-1-2 is going to be my gun-ho, I gotta win the Super Bowl, I gotta hit a home run. It's the World Series, the Champions League final, it's like my last play. Like, this is all I have left. 4-3-1-2 before I lose, right? And then to close off the game, I honestly have been using the 4-3-3. If not, I will switch to the 4-2-2, or I'll switch to the 4-4-2 second variation that I used last week, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. At the very end, I'll pause it and I'll go and re-get those tactics and post them for you guys. But this is what I'm going to be personally using. So let's get into it. 4-3-3 right here. Tactics are as follows: balance with 37, 72 depth. If you need me to explain why I chose these certain tactics and certain numbers, just go into my channel. I literally go in depth on over all of these tactics, of why I choose what, and I even go over gameplay on almost all of them, on how they actually play in game. But width is 37, depth 72. If you don't like the 72 depth, if you're on old gen, drop it to about 55 to 57, somewhere around there. If you're on new gen, start at 58 and then go up to like 61, 62, 63, somewhere around there. But if not, I recommend doing the 72 depth. It lets you do the auto press, which is completely broken right now, but also lets your back line not be backed into your own 18, which counters a direct passing tactic, because I hate that stupid direct passing tactic, and it will prevent you from getting so many cutbacks scored on you, if that makes sense. So if you don't know what I mean, go into my videos. You'll see my gameplay on how this line works, this high line works. So because I do have a 72 depth and I do play very high, I do play balance, and I prefer balance. I don't really like direct passing too much because my players run away from me. But if you don't like balance, then just switch it to direct passing. Direct passing seems to work for everybody, especially if you do a lot of skill moves. I just don't. I like to do a lot of passes, so I do balance. If you play like me, you like to play more authentic football, you don't really abuse mechanics too much, you just kind of pass the ball around a lot and break down the opponent that way, I recommend balance. If not, if you do a lot of skill moves, do a lot of cutbacks, yada, switch to direct passing. Or if you're on new gen, direct passing seems to work a little bit better than balance, but still give it a shot. With 47, players in the box 6, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. Again, go into my videos and I'll go over like who plays where and why I play certain players in certain positions. Instructions: goalie, nothing on the goalie. Center backs, stay back while attacking. Right back, balance overlap because he does join in on the attack, so he'll be kind of running around on the byline and looking for spaces to do cutbacks or to do back post crosses, stuff like that, just giving an extra body forward, which allows my right winger to cut inside. My left back stays back, so he stay back while attacking, conservative and inverted. Inverted, so if he does go forward, he will go into the midfield area. He won't go into the winger area, which allows my left center mid to drift forward and be an extra cam type of player, almost like a shadow striker. And then this guy kind of covers for him. So sometimes I do defend with 2 center backs and 1 CDM, which is my center mid, and that's perfectly fine. I'm completely fine with that, especially when I don't have direct passing. I don't get countered. Yeah. So center mid is stay back while attacking, cover center, because that's your more defensive minded center mid. Your right center mid is going to be stay back while attacking, stay on the edge of the box, cover wing to cover for your right back attacking. Stay on the edge of the box, so they won't run all the way into the box. They're going to be outside for Travelas. For recycle, like he's your outlet player. If you can't break down your opponent and you don't want to force a pass, you always have him outside of the 18 to recycle the play, and he'll prevent counterattacks because he's your first line of defense. Your left center mid is going to be get forward, cover wing, so get forward so they actually drift forward. Cover wing because sometimes your right winger will drop deep to defend in a 4-4-2, so your left center mid will make a left mid in a 4-4-2. It doesn't happen all the time in game, but there is sometimes like when the play resets or it's like a goal kick, you will defend in a 4-4-2, so just keep that in mind. Your right winger is come back on defense, so you do defend in a 4-4-2, cut inside, so it gives space for your right back to overlap, come short, so they don't run in behind all the time. They actually come and give you support, which is really good, and get into box or cross for cutbacks, basically. Left winger comes short, get into box or cross, everything else is default, and the reasons are the same as before. And then the striker is just getting behind, that is it. So with the balanced support run, sometimes he goes wide, sometimes he goes narrow, sometimes he just goes straight through the middle. You just let his attacking AI do whatever. But if you don't like that, if you don't like him drifting wide, then you can put stay central. That's completely up to you. I just don't mind him drifting wide because I do like dummy runs. I like the decoy runs. Alright, if you don't like the 4-3-3, if it's just not your style, you want to be a little bit more you want to abuse the meta a little bit more, you need an extra striker, then I recommend doing 4-4-2-2. This is a very balanced formation. It's just like the 4-2-3-1, which is this one. It just doesn't have a cam. It just has 2 strikers instead, so it makes it easier for people to attack. That's why I threw this formation in there, just because it gives more options to more people, so more people can actually use this and they can benefit from this. So tactics are as follows. Same thing, balance 37-72. Depth, same thing. If you don't like this, the 72 depth, if you're on old gen, drop it. 55 is usually a good mark. 55 to 57, sometimes 60. And if you're on new gen, start at 58 and then work your way up to 63, somewhere around there. If not, just I recommend doing 72. Don't even do 71, do 72 because it pushes your line a little bit more forward. Everything else is balance. Again, if you don't like balance, I love balance, then just do balance direct passing. It's basically going to be on all my tactics. I took off direct passing. I just prefer balance. But if you like direct passing, then just turn it on. With 47 players in the box 6, corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. Goalie, nothing. Center backs, nothing. Left back, stay back, conservative overlap, and right back, stay back, conservative overlap. Stay back so they don't move out of position, but if they do, they're not going to move too far away. That's why you got conservative. And overlap, if they do go on an attack, then they will run on the outside and push your right cam and left cam inwards so they can cut inside. But that's only if you trigger them forward, which is rare. It's completely up to you. I do it every now and then. CDMs, you have 2 of them. You have one that's a box to box. For me, that's the left side. Cut passing lanes, balance, and cover center. And then your right one will be your more defensive minded CDM, so cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, cover center. Your right cam and your left cam are both on comeback on defense, get into box or cross. So comeback on defense, so they drop defend in a 4-4-2. Get into box or cross for cutbacks, and it's basically like a getting behind instruction. Just forces your attacking AI to do something, basically. For me, the way I like to play it, I have 2 strikers, but I like to play one as a getting behind striker, which is my right striker, so he stays central getting behind. And I like to play my left striker as just a cam type of striker. Now I do like stay central. There is times when I am in game though and I want them to kind of drift to certain positions, like different positions. I will go in here and take off the stay central and just leave them as default. Allows them to drop a little bit deeper and a little bit wider and just act like a cam, or not even like a cam, like a false 9 type of striker, like a shadow striker, like a forward basically. But yeah, so that's up to you on these 2. I recommend starting off with this, and then if you feel like you need a little bit more support, then just take off the stay central on both of them. And then your comeback formation, like if you're losing and you need to score a goal, 4-4-2. This one you have 2 center mids instead of CDMs, and you have a right mid, left mid, which just spreads out your opponent even more, and it's easier to press with than a 4-2-2. Same thing, 37-72. Exact same thing. If you don't like the 72 depth, again, old gen 55 to 58, 60, somewhere on there. If you're on new gen, start at 58, and then you can go up to like about 63, somewhere on there. If not, you do the auto press 71 to 72. Balance again. If you don't like it, direct passing. I sound like a broken record, but direct passing is the way to go if you don't like balance, and I just prefer balance. With 47 players in the box 6, corners and free kicks, you can do whatever you want. Can you sense the theme? Most of my tactics are kind of similar, but unique in their own ways. Goalie, nothing. Center backs, nothing. Left back, same thing, stay back, conservative overlap. Right back, same thing, stay back, conservative overlap. You have 2 center mids. They're both going to be on stay back while attacking cover center on this formation. The reason why, and I know this is a comeback formation, is because they are center mids. They're not CDMs, so they're still going to go forward. They're just going to take turns on who goes forward, basically. You'll see it in game. Like at one moment, my left center mid might go forward, and then my right center mid might stay back, if not vice versa in another moment. So it just won't allow them, it won't make them go too high up and act like cams, if that makes sense, and they won't go all the way into the box, and then you get countered, and then you have no center mid, or you have nobody in the midfield, and then that sucks, because then counterattack City, and then they're gonna score. Right mid, come back on defense, get into box for cross, so you defend on 4-4-2, get into box for cross, same thing as the other one, same exact thing. Left mid, come back on defense, get into box for cross. And then this one, this is where I was telling you on the last formation where I don't have stay central. I have this one kind of like on default, so my left striker is all default everything, just because I want him to go anywhere, like drift wide, whatever he needs to do, because I don't have cams in this formation. They're more wingers or right mid, left mids, so they act more wide. So I want my left striker to kind of drift a little bit, if that makes sense, to give a little bit more support. And then my right striker is just getting behind, so he's just gonna be making runs left and right, just getting in behind my opponent's defense and just pushing his back line even more back, making dummy runs. Or you can even do over the top through balls to him, whatever you need to do. He's just going to be doing aggressive runs all game long, trust me. The ultimate comeback formation is the same one that I always use, the 4-3-1-2. If you don't like the press after possession loss and you like the constant press, then you can just change it to that. I just love this formation. This has been my ultimate comeback formation since last year, and I've been keeping everything the same. It just works for me. If it works for me, I'm not really going to change it, but if you guys have a different comeback formation, then completely up to you. But this is what I use. Press after possession loss, 40 width, a little bit wider, just because the press. Depth, 72. If you don't like 72, then do 70. No lower than that. Keep it like that for both consoles. Long ball and balance on old gen. Long ball, direct passing on new gen. That's the only thing. With 50 players in the box 6. Corners, I have 4. Free kicks 2. You can do whatever you want on those. Both strikers stay central. That is it. Cam, stay forward. That is it. Center mid, stay back, cover center. That is it. Right center mid, nothing. Left center mid, nothing. Left back, balance overlap, and right back, balance overlap. And the reason why I don't have a lot of instructions on these is because I have the long ball tactic and the press after possession loss. So they're already going to be kind of all over the place, pressing and just getting in behind. So I don't need to do a lot of instructions for this. Now, give me a second and let me go get my defensive formation, just in case you guys don't want to do the 4-2-2. Just give me like 2 seconds so I can go get it real quick. Alright, I am back. So the one I'm going to be using, if I don't use the 4-2-2, is going to be the 5-3-2. If you don't like the 5-3-2, it's super defensive, very ratty, very, very negative. But, I mean, you got to win, just to shut off the game. You can get out of a press, you got a lot of support. But if you don't like this 5-3-2, then go into my last week video and do the 4-4-2 second bracket. That one works very well too. But I recommend doing this one just because a lot of people are pressing, and there are a lot of people are doing that new stupid formation, the 4-1-3-2 or whatever that is. It's this one right here. Let me show you. A lot of people are playing this stupid formation. I don't know where they got this formation from. And it's a little frustrating whenever they press you, But if you can have overload, like if you can overload the midfield, then you're basically good. They can't really do anything because they can't really pass your midfield and they can't attack through the wing. So this formation is like the perfect one to counter that, the 5-3-2. So everything is as follows. Copy this for both consoles. Balance 37, width, depth 53, leave it there. Balance. You can do direct passing if you want. I just don't do it. Balance. Width 57, players in the box 4, corners and free kicks 1 and 1. And then instructions, both strikers are going to be drift wide, come back on defense on both of them, so they move to the width and you can get out of a press because they're running wide. Come back on defense because you need everybody to come back on defense if you're trying to get rank 1. Your left center mid is stay back while attacking, cover center. Your right center mid is stay back while attacking, cover center. You don't need them to attack, you just need them to defend. Your center mid, or your CDM, stay back while attacking, cover center. Same exact thing. All 3 center backs stay back, right back stay back, and right and left wing back stay back. That is it. Very, very negative formation, but those are the full custom tactics and instructions that I'm going to be using this week. Hopefully I can go ahead and get rank 1. Haven't gotten rank 1 since the beginning of this EAFC. I just been running out of time, and this week I'm actually off on a Sunday, so I should be able to finally play my games during the day and not play them at like 3 in the morning, where all the tryhards are awake and they're, you know, spamming ball roll scoops everywhere. But yeah, I'll post that video if I have time. I'll record a FUT Champ video for you guys. But yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions or if you guys have any formations that you guys request, and I will try my best to work on them. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. My bad, guys, I forgot to show the rewards. Oops. Let's go into the mega pack. I forgot. My bad. See if we pack anything good. If not, I'm gonna just skip through everything. Center back, who's this? Barcelona. I have no idea who this is. Piqué? No. Irene Paredes. She's high rated. Made some profit off of that. I wonder if there's anybody else. Ooh, Depay. I know he's worth something right now. Sell her too. So this guy, everybody else I'll get rid of later. Anything else in here? I'll get rid of all this. There. Alright, let's go on into the next pack. Alright, next pack is going to be Rare Players Pack. Dang, guys, I completely forgot I was going to show you guys the rewards for rank 1. Oops. Spanish. Center mid. Is this a team of the week? Villarreal. Who is this? It's a double walkout. Parejo. That looks kind of nice, I'm not going to lie to you. Team of the week. Who's this? Bright? I have no idea who this is. But 86 team of the week, that's not bad. There goes some type of money right there too. Alright, let's get rid of 2 team of the weeks. Alright, I'll get rid of these 2 and a Gulashi. This guy's not worth nothing. I'm gonna keep the team of the week just in case. I'm trying to see what that Giroud is gonna look like tomorrow before I sell those. He might need a few team of the weeks or something. And then last pack, Jumbo Rare Players Pack. Something good, come on. England. Sidema. Declan. No. Who is this? I have no idea who this is. Walsh. 85, that's it. Well, I can't complain. I got like 3 or 4 walkouts already. I made some money. Oh, and a Kirby. Dorson, a few 83s. And then what are the duplicates? A few more 83s. Alright, that's it. I didn't get anything. No promo cards. But alright, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.